Hi guys! So I decided to post a video today because it's way too much to type, but I wanted to tell you guys about my son and why I loaned my 11-year-old son $500 after he got suspended from school for 2 days. I can't leave out that little piece of information because it's very important. So nonetheless, to answer the question, why did he get suspended from school for 2 days? The same reason why he's gotten suspended from school before, talking back to a teacher. And what I've learned about my son is a justice seeker. He's somebody, if he feels that you're wrong, he's going to argue you tooth and nail to try to prove a point. And some teachers can't take that. You know, they view that as disrespectful. In our school district, they say it's very disrespectful, not realizing I teach my children to express themselves. But this is not about why he got suspended. This really is about why I loaned him $500. So there's a guy on Facebook. His name is Dr. No disrespect, Dr. Boyce Watkins. And I woke up on Monday morning of this week and I was trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my son that he's suspended for 2 days. I mean, I always take him to work with me. This is getting kind of played out because like he answers the phones, he takes my clients' credit card payments and okay, whatever. He's not going to learn his lesson that way. And even though I don't know what will teach him, I'm tired. I'm tired of taking a hoverboard. I'm tired of taking a PlayStation. I'm tired of taking computer privileges. I'm tired. That stuff doesn't work. And I don't beat my kids and I'm not going to beat my children because that's not going to work either. They're not slaves. There's no need to get beaten. It's not going to work either. So this time instead, I came across this ad and it was about financial literacy for children. Opened it up, did my research. There's 3 courses he offers for the price of $120. So I said, you know what? I might as well just make the investment. I'm going to blow $120 regardless, whether it's on food, like eating out, movies, shoes. It doesn't matter. I'm going to blow $120. Let me invest it in my child and monitor what he's doing, because in every course that they give, each module, I think it's like 3 modules each course, has a quiz that they can take and you can monitor how they're doing. So I said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to financially educate my child, and this is going to be his punishment. After day 3, oh my gosh, just having a conversation with my son, just talking about annuities, perpetuities, loans, credit, what's credit reports, what is a liquidable asset, an illiquidable asset. He talked about collateral, what's collateral damage, tax brackets for short-term investments versus long-term investments. You name it, like he's on point. He got it. So I said, what am I going to do with this information? He has it, but how do I put the theory into practice? So what I decided to do was to loan him $500, open up an Ameritrade account with him, and allow him to apply what he learned. He played around with it, researched different stocks, and he hasn't invested the stocks that he wants right now because he's researching them, but he's going to take that $500 loan and he's going to invest it in some stocks and some companies so he can own a piece of something. And I'm all for it. I'm totally for it. He's like psyched about it. He's so happy. So I said, what are you going to give me as collateral to see if he's learning what Dr. Boyce Watkins is teaching him? So he thinks about it. He looks around his room. He looks at the stuff that he has. And he's like, my PS4. I said, okay, but I'm not going to be able to sell that for $500. And he was like, my PS4, my hoverboard, and my flat screen, my TV. First of all, his TV's only like 19 inches. So whatever. I'm not even interested in it. But it's a smart TV. Whatever. I said, okay, good. The television, the hoverboard, the PS4. If I don't get my $500 back, I take those items and I sell them. So he was like, you could tell he got a little nervous, but he was like, game. He goes, Mom, what if I make $1,000? I just want $500 back. I'm not even charging you interest. He was like, no interest, no interest. What if I make $1,500? I want $500 back. So I get to keep 1,000. You get to keep 1,000. And he's like, no interest, no interest. He's like, deal. And I love that. I love that he's excited about that because this kid is so freaking smart. He's in 7th grade, but he's 11 years old because he got skipped. He's already functioning at a high school level. This kid is so freaking smart. Beating him is not going to work. Okay? Taking away the video games and the computer, the laptop, all the stuff that he has, that's not going to work. That's not going to work for him. I'd rather give him the tools and resources he needs to be successful and financially free. I'd rather do that now so that when he's my age, he doesn't have to learn how I learned. I don't want my son to be a black statistic. I don't want my son to be dead in the street at the hands of a police officer or another black male. I don't want my son to be a black man in jail. I don't want my son to have 5 baby mamas and 10 kids. I don't want that for my children. So I'm trying to teach them now. And I've always been that kind of mom. I've always been a little different than most. Not all, but different than a lot of other people. Is my children, I got to invest in them because that's my lineage. That's how I live on beyond this life form. So maybe I'm speaking over some people's head, whatever. This is not an endorsement for Dr. Boyce Watkins. I don't know this man personally at all. I just responded to an ad I saw on Facebook, and I'm intentional about how I spend my money. If it's a black business, I'm going to invest in it. And I'll see where it goes. But I know I like the results that I see with my child. I know I'm psyched for him that he gets to play the stock market and own a piece of various companies. He's thinking about Netflix. He's thinking about Tesla, which is one of those electric cars. Like, he can afford that stock because it's like $19, $20, something like that. But I like that. I like that his mind is going. So I really want to encourage people to think outside the box. I don't think in a box because I've never been in a box. So there's no need for me to think outside the box. I think out of this world. But nonetheless, I want that to be for my child. And I want people to start taking different approaches with their children. We got to stop beating our kids. That's not working. We got to stop like screaming at them, cursing at them. It's not working. It's never worked. It's never going to work. We have to try something different. Try investing in your children. Try setting them up in a future in ways that your mother never did for you or your father never did for you. Just be different. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I love what I do with my kids, and I'm excited about their future, and I just want to see where my son takes this, and I want my $500 back. Check it out. I mean, you never know. It might work for your child as well. Have a great night, guys. Love you all.